All right. Let's get started, all two of you. Hey, I know it's been a while. It's been a long while. Hello. Sky Command, aka Sky C, got a short flight for you guys. Got a new chair. What's up, everyone? Flack with the tier 1 sub for 54 years, my guy. Cheers to you guys. I'm drinking room temperature. What am I drinking? Room temperature tequila and room temperature Coke. Squirrely says 3 more days to go, bro. Yeah, man, I can't wait to hang out and do everything outside of the expo. I'm very, very curious. I'm very curious to see what's gonna happen. My chocolate milk daddy, I want to gulp you down and enjoy every second of the taste. Sir, are you writing a telenova about me, Fly Cuppa? You writing a telenova? Drop the OF. Drop the link. Stop gatekeeping. Drop the manga link. L Diz, what's up, man? Wish you could be there. You're not gonna be there. You're not pulling up, brother. You're not pulling up. That's a shame, man. You're not pulling up. I don't know. Let me get some things together here as I brick my sim. Should be good. Hopefully I don't brick my computer. It's been a lot. Too many vodkas and OJs. Still looking for that job, huh? Check Riz, you'll get there, brother. You'll get there. Uh-oh. I did something to my computer that it didn't like. Huh? What the heck? Hold on. Screwed this up. Why is this not inset full screen? I screwed something up. Hang on. There we go. Okay. There we go. There we go. I'm just unscrewing things. Forgive me. Okay, we should be back. Let me just check. Yes. No. Man, it's been so long since I've done the flight simulator. I'm like, how does any of this shit work? This is why I'm like re-earning my wings, chat. It's been a while. Let's get into the flight. We're just gonna do a short flight. We're in the baby bus. I got the overhead working. We got the overhead camera. You know the vibes. Come for the flight, stay for the vibes. We're in the baby bus today. I just wanna get back into the swing of things. We're going from San Jose, California to Los Angeles. Just a short little flight. We're gonna do some realistic boarding, all that stuff. We'll get this started here. Matter of fact, let's get all that started. It's been a while since I've been in the cockpit, admittedly. Do I even have this? Let's see. Let's get that going. I've been listening to some random oldies too, by the way, chat. Some random ass oldies. Let's do Delta's pushback today. All right, we'll start that. We will import our flight. Give myself plenty of time today. Oinky, welcome in. Ground mass imbalance, load aircraft. We're gonna load boarding and refueling. So we'll get that started over there on the right hand side today. I'll use my real life tablet just for Navigraph. Sim settings, controls, auto jetway, auto door. These are independent. We're gonna use this. Wait for fuel before boarding. Yep, and then cabin. We want that about 50. Feels pretty good. Thank you for the tier sub, man. Thank you for the continued love, guys. I will be back to my regular schedule. Have you noticed I'm sitting for the first time in a long time? Just got back from Germany. It's been a time. But I'm excited for Expo. I'm excited to connect with you guys, get back to what I love the most. Did I fly into? No, I did not fly into that which not to be named.
Fuel truck is in position.
I flew from, actually, when I get back into it, I want to recreate my flights. I flew from, I flew from LA to Atlanta, which is a very short flight, and then I flew from Atlanta directly to Frankfurt, which was like 8 hours and 45 minutes. And I gotta admit, it was a very smooth ride. It was a very smooth ride. Like, I barely felt any bumps that entire time. Let's see, we've got fuel. Fuel is arriving. There they go. We got the people arriving right there. We'll check them out. The public demands a Dusseldorf flight. Hell nah. Yeah, there's a little bumping and chunking, but for the most part, yeah, the flight was well behaved. I took Delta on the way there, and then I took KLM on the way back. And the difference in service was noticeable, but the difference in pilotage was noticeable too. Like, the pilot from Delta was like, you know, we were like 2 or 3 hours delayed. How did I manage to sit through the flight? Lots of drugs. I opted out and I took lots of drugs. Right now I have a brand new chair and less drugs. That's why I'm doing this short flight. I'm able to sit. I'm somewhat comfortable now. So
airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
It was both. It was work and family trip. It was both. Today I'm vaping on some pink rosé. Got some pink. Joel Jolecito, my guy, hello. I'm doing good, man. We're slowly recovering, slowly but surely. I'm able to sit for more than 20 minutes now, you know. Even then, when we take off, I'll be standing up and trying to avoid as much sitting as possible. It's so weird. Roz with the tier 1 said, "Hey yo, get some. How you doing? Hope all is well." Roz, thank you for the tier 1 for 21 months. Can we please shout out Joel to all 4 of you guys who are watching? I appreciate you still checking us out. But trying to get back in the swing of things, man. It's weird being injured, weird being old. We can set a few things up in the meantime while we're waiting for the passengers to board. Looks like winds are 320 at 8, 10 statute miles of visibility, a few clouds at 300 feet, and then a few clouds at 600 feet. It's 26 with a dew point of 14 outside. Altimeter is 2988. I will put that in both. 2988 in 1 and 2. I will hold off on constraints for now. And I am going to turn on the VORs for now. Thank you for the tier 1. Thank you for the love. Oh, that's one thing I forgot to start. This thing. So that you guys can do all the fun stuff. Gotta do some Sim Connect. Big Connect! Big Connect! Big Connect! Who remembers that clip? Big Connect! Big Connect! Big Connect! Big Connect! Big Connect! Big Connect! Recovery's going good, slowly but surely. It's a weird thing to have to worry about sitting for long periods of time. It's something that I've totally taken for granted in my life. But I've got a new chair. Unfortunately, my gaming chair, I think, was causing a lot of the issues. Jacob, welcome on board. We're flying offline. Let's fly. And then, are you going to show yourself?
We're just reseating someone. We'll be ready shortly.
Oh, do I need to connect to the sim? Dashboard. Connect to the sim. There we go. Sweet. What do you mean no active flight? Don't be ridiculous. There we go. So we're out of San Jose. We're heading to LAX. Should be a short ride. Should be about 45 minutes in air, totaling about an hour and a half. I do believe we're about to have passengers on board. If we don't already know. There are no why are there no passengers? Where are my packs? Maybe they're waiting for the fuel to load. Maybe GSX is bugged. Oh, boarding passengers now. Okay. Sweet. Okay, so we're happy with the fuel. If that is the case, that can go on. Seatbelt signs can come on. These should already be here. We'll go there. Strobe set to auto. I'll make sure everything matches up top. That looks good to me. Standing by for the fuel. I mean, we could turn the fuel pumps on. Doesn't matter to me, man. Just gonna turn on the brightness here a little bit. Okay, we finally have boarding, so now we can get the FMC configured. You guys remember diffrips, and you can type in the route right there.
Good afternoon.
Data looks good to me. It's not July 9th yet. We'll request our initial route. Jacob been busy with school. That's good to hear. Thank you guys for watching still, man. I really appreciate it. I was, you know, low key. Maybe you guys should forget who I am. There's so many other people who are really good and hidden. Like Boozy is a monster right now. There's a bunch of people who are crushing it. Well, I think we have to get in the air first. We have to get in the air first.
Good afternoon.
Okay, we're heading up to 350. Doubt that. Cost index of 5. I'll put 350 in the box. We'll see if we actually make it up that high. Constraints on both sides. Flight directors are on. Riz, I love you. You're a G. That's in today. Flight plan today looks like we were taking 30 left on the departure.
Good afternoon.
Spinst 1 with a transition of Villery. And then we're taking the Ironman 2 for ILS 24 right. So we'll take a look. That all looks good. Burgle, there's our discount. We'll do ILS. We should probably go out and be like circus. I mean, I'm sure we could shortcut it, but no, we don't want Sivu. That's the wrong one. We could do live-in. We could do live-in. We'll do a little rocket arrival. So we're gonna do ILS 24 right. Ironman 2 arrival, I think. Ironman 2 with the transition of Burgle. And ILS via Livin in the box there. That looks good to me. We'll take a look at that. Yep, Vilry, eBay, Burgle. There's Burgle or Iron Man 2.
Good afternoon.
Yep. Iron Man. Yep. We got a manual. We're gonna delete the manual and go straight to Livin from Gatto. Altitude's the same anyways. Okay, that all looks good. We'll check it over here one time. Let's go over to plan mode. We'll just take a look. Make sure there's no discounts. Extend the range on that beach. Throw some range on that beach. Uh-huh. This all looks fine and good. Let's get in a little bit closer here. Yep. Okay. Let's get in even closer. Yeah, I mean, some funkiness. We could probably, you know, we could probably smooth that out, but there's no discounts, no obvious discounts anyways. So we'll go 10 here. And we'll go 20 on the right side while we're boarding. Let's check for those pesky passengers. Rad navs are automatic. Thank God for the Airbus. And it B, we're waiting for passengers to load. Rathole, my guy! Can we shout out Rathole? We've got passengers. Hello. We've got packs.
Good afternoon.
We've got packs, people. Looks like we're all loaded up over here. Oh no, I think luggage is always last. It's weirdly delayed here. Thank you with the pen rip. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Can we shout out Raul, please? One of the most handsomest people going to Flight Sim Expo.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and
We're
welcome
loaded?
aboard flight 6942 with service
Okay, doors are closing.
roughly 42 minutes.
Let's go ahead and get the APU started here.
Please make sure that all devices are in
Fuel is on.
airplane mode and your large
APU
devices
master
are
switch
not
is
set
on.
down and stowed. Please fasten
1,000,
your seatbelt
2,000,
and ensure that all
3.
tray tables,
We'll engage
seats,
that.
fasten,
We'll
and
turn on the
upright
APU
boxes
bleed.
before
Oh,
departure. Flight attendants, please
turn on the
ensure
APU
that
bleed
the
and we
first
will
person-
monitor. Wait for that to spool up. Get some sounds going here. Of course, go follow that guy, man. Okay, TCAS is on standby. Let me just fix a couple of things. We don't have a squawk code today. There we go. It's gonna be great, man. I can't wait to hang out with a lot of you guys. I truly can't wait. It's going to be one for the books. Looks like we're taking off. We're gonna push back and nose to the right. We are loaded here, so we'll send that to the McDoodle. And then we will go to the perf page on our tablet while that is spinning up. We'll sync the load sheet, we'll sync the weather. Packs will be on, force toga off, optimal, yep. We'll calculate. V speed today, V1 is 140, V rotates 141, V2 is 145. We've got a flaps 2 setting with a trim of up 1. Our flex temp is 75 degrees today. And we'll go ahead and send that to the McDo. And we'll confirm that it's been sent by the performance page. Meanwhile, on the ATC comm, we will accept our initial weights that they usually send us once we load, our initial load sheet. We'll accept those load sheets on the right side, and we'll go prog on the right-hand side, and we'll leave it on perf for now. Okay. We'll just check one more time that the ECAM is on. ECAM... I mean, as evidence is there, but we'll take a look at the APU. APU is available. So I'm going to turn off the ground power there. Thank you. And I do believe we are ready for pushback. I need to use a fucking checklist. I haven't used a checklist in years. I don't even know where my checklists are, chat. Where are my checklists? Oh my god. Embarrassing. Let's see. Let's arm the ground spoilers. We're going to leave the door unlocked because we like the passengers. Predicted wind shear is on. Ground spoil is armed. I am relatively happy. I'm gonna turn on the beacon and prepare us for a pushback while I grab my checklist. All right, handy dandy checklist. Okay, we're up to the pre-flight. Strobes set to auto. Nav system, nav lights set 1. Seatbelts are armed. No smoking is armed. Emergency lights are now armed. Oh, my bubs. Landing elevation set to auto. Pax flow is required. Fuel pumps are all on. And we have initiate plan flight A, rad navs, and it being perfect has all been pushed and set. We've got our altimeters 29.88 on both sides.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Flight directors are both on, and we are altitude dashed, or altitude set. Anti-skid is on. We're getting ready to get our pushback right now. Get a little beautiful pushback there. Okay, we're ready for pushback and start. Altimeter is set, flight directors we're good, transponder is on, and we need to turn our beacon on, which is there. Okay, so far so good. I mean, the Airbus is quite easy to fly, to be truthful, yeah? As long as you're faithful to the checklist and, you know, you stay relatively current, there isn't too much to throw at you. Oh, right. GSX likes to be like, please continue the pushback. We're going to go nose right, tail left today.
Release parking brakes.
Parking brakes are coming off.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
And we're going to start engines 1 today, first. Okay, if you bleed, set and check. Start switches to ignition and start. Here's 1. I mean, Phoenix is worth its weight in sounds, am I right, boys? So good. Okay, parking brake is set. Here comes 2. Set flaps 2. We'll listen inside.
Seatbelt fastened when the seatbelt sign is on, and keep it fastened whenever you're seated in case of sudden rough air. In the event of rough air, the crew might also need to buckle up for safety. We appreciate your understanding if our service is interrupted.
Federal regulations require all
Thank you, sir.
passengers to comply with all crew members' instructions, along with the posted placards and lighted information signs throughout the cabin. Smoking, vaping, the use of e-cigarettes or
And I'm gonna
other
dim the cabin
products,
lights.
including chewing tobacco, is not allowed on any Delta flight. Federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying restroom smoke detectors.
There are 8 exits on this plane. 8 doors, 4 on each side. Each door has a detachable slide.
Okay.
In the event of an evacuation, leave all bags behind baggage will slow the evacuation. All exits are clearly marked.
Confirming that we've got 2 good starts with
Locate
GSX.
the nearest exits, and remember, they
Cockpit
might
to
be
ground.
behind you.
We have a good engine start.
Lights
You
will
can
illuminate
disconnect.
Engine start
areas
switch.
to
Auto
guide you
brakes
an
to full. AP bleed's coming off. Master switch is coming off.
It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, oxygen masks
Flaps are
will
set
drop
to
from the
2.
panels
Pitch
above
trim
the seat
is
inside the
up
lavatories.
1. We'll
Reach
take a
up
look at that
and
really
pull a
quick.
mask or streamer down to
To
start
flight
the flow of
controls.
oxygen. Remove any face
Up
covering
1.
and place the mask over your nose and mouth. Slip the elastic strap over your
There's
head
up 1. We'll
and
check our
adjust
flight
the
controls
mask
while we're
if
here.
necessary.
Here is
Breathe
full
normally,
left.
and note the oxygen
Neutral.
is flowing, so don't worry if
Full
the bag
right.
doesn't inflate. Be
Neutral.
Sure to adjust your own mask
Full
before helping
down.
others.
Unlocking gear.
Full up.
A
Neutral.
water evacuation
Left
is
rudder
also
full.
unlikely, but just
Right
in
rudder
case,
full.
life vests are in a
Neutral.
compartment beneath or adjacent to your seat.
Okay.
Use remove
Those
the vest
checks
from
are complete as
container
well.
By pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch.
All right.
Slip the vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist. Attach it to the buckle in front.
Dump truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
As you leave the plane.
All right, slide doors are checked.
Right is clear.
AP master switch is checked off. Taxi lights. Runway turn off lights and taxi lights.
Looks
like we're ready to roll so far. We'll check our-
around their waist and secure the strap between the legs. See your safety card. for
Looks
more
good. I can see
information.
people back over there.
Additional life vests
Hey,
for
how you doing?
black children are in
How you guys
multiple
doing?
compartments at the front and rear of the plane. We'll distribute these vests if necessary. Before takeoff, bring your seat to a
All right,
separate
we got to
position.
have a good trip.
Show your tray table,
Parking brakes
footrest,
coming off.
and leg rest.
Let's
Be sure you
roll.
fastened your seatbelt low and tight across your lap.
Taxi lights,
Carry
parking
your
brakes.
secured, and armrests
Lapse
are
time. We're gonna
adjusted
wait till we get to the threshold here.
unless
Brakes have
otherwise
been
indicated on the placard
checked.
in front of you.
Flight controls have been checked.
If you have a suite
We're
door,
on
be
standing
sure
by
it's
for
open. See placard
climb and nav are in
instructions and suite
standby.
door
We have our
opening
V speeds. We have our
instructions
altimeter.
in case of emergency.
Auto
Finally,
brake is set
take
to
a moment
max.
to review the safety information card in your seat pocket.
And no blue lines.
As we finish our safety check, please let us know if you have any
Welcome on
questions.
board Delta 6942 nonstop service to Los Angeles.
And
Real
from
short flight
all
here.
of our crew, thank you for flying with Delta today and for the next 100 years.
Where did you get your overhead panel and how much? I bought it on a Black Friday sale from javasimulator.com. And I bought it for $450 during the Black Friday sale last year. It is now listed for $600. Okay. Let us get a config check here. There we go. All green, no blue. We're gonna keep it moving. What's up, Simmery?
We're prepared for takeoff.
Thank you. Looks like a beautiful cloudy day. Looks like the weather's really saying what it is, like a few clouds 300 feet. A little bit more at 600 as we climb out of San Jose. We'll keep it to below 20 on the taxi, shall we? But a beautiful day to fly. Welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a while. I had to focus on healing up. I really did. Had to focus on getting better enough to be able to sit during these flights. I was dealing with some sciatic and some SI ailments, if you guys don't know what that is, in combination with some other other ailments. Just generally just being old, you know what I mean? Being old, sitting for too long, not stretching, doing things beyond my age, you know, doing whippersnapper stuff. Doing stuff that Czech Riz is doing in the club. That I should not have, I had no nada business doing, you know what I mean? Anyways, we're all the way down to Alpha 1 for 3-0 left. Ooh, actually, yes. We're Alpha 1 for 3-0 left. We'll cross 3-0 right at Alpha 1. And we'll line up and send it. Whoa, Czech is already in our... I'm on the USA West servers if you guys do want to fly with me. I know my schedule's been all over the place, but generally speaking, I fly Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays if there's good enough content. I miss flying, but I more importantly miss sitting. I don't know how to tell you guys this, you know what I mean? Like, I miss. It's weird having to think about needing to sit. TCAS is on, but it's on. I think I have it on like TA, which I should have had. All right, Alpha 1 is right there.
Approaching.
Well, he's not going to land there.
0, right.
Okay, I don't see anybody on a final. Nobody's on the runway. We're going to be cleared here. Flight attendants, please be seated for departure. Okay, folks, I think we're ready to go. We're going to go ahead and start the Kronos. We'll keep it rolling.
3, 0, left.
Lights are coming on. Taxi wings. And we're on the job. Spin her up here.
On runway 3, 0, left.
And flex. Manual flex plus 75, SRS and runway in the green. Here we are, a little bit of nose down pressure. $80 knots. Cross check. 100. Releasing that back pressure. 120. 140 V1. Rotate. Positive rate of climb. Gears coming up. Auto brakes off. Spoilers. And normally they'd say Delta 6942 over to departure. Have a good flight. And we'd say departure for Delta 6942. Good day. It's a beautiful day on board. Climb thrust selected. Flaps 1. Hand flying for now. I'll hand fly this little turn here that we got coming. Flaps up, please. Speed checks. After departure checks, speed brakes are off, spoilers, flaps up, gears up. Standing by for autopilot. We're cleared straight up to 35,000. Here's our turn. I see you just off the nose, check Riz. Frame rate's a little struggly right now. Wonder what I'm getting. Oh, I see it. I've got something that's crashed in the background. That's why my frames look a little poopy. Let's not get in the speeding situation here. Go ahead and pull that nose up. All right. We'll roll out of that turn. And we'll give ourselves a direct stims or spins. Execute. And we'll engage AP1. As we speed out of here. Let's take a look at the right-hand side. Oh, is that just not clicked in? That's so funny. That's so funny. I was accidentally clicked out of the game. That's hilarious. I was like, why are the frame rate so shitty? I was low-key tabbed out just now. Gorgeous. Yeah, that's much better. A little turby poo out here. Going through a little some schmutz here. Some schmutz. There's 10,000 for us. We'll ding the cabin. Non-smoking will go to standby there. Hey! More spam on my kick. Oh no. Throw some range on that bitch. I was tabbed out. Why? Oh. I'm getting 45 frames. 50 frames right now. Yeah. No wonder my frames were so poopy on that departure. I was tabbed out. Oh! Look who it is. Well, hello, sir. How are you? God, the sounds, man. The sounds. All right, here we go. We're on our way up to flight level 350. Giving myself some range here. I want to climb up as high as possible. I think we're going to cruise for all of 25 minutes, to be honest. Max. My butt's feeling good. And piston engines. Bro, and look, and no, what was Rat Hole? What were they saying? Something wake turbulence? Something wake turbulence is now a thing? Something wake turbulence? Wait, what? Forgive me, I forgot what it was called. Wait. I don't know, something about you can't fly planes next to each other like that. I don't know. All I know is that they're also not going to Flight Sim Expo to explain themselves, so I don't know. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, no one likes getting chewed out. You know what I mean? To be fair, no one likes getting chewed out. No one wants to go spend money to go get yelled at in Providence, Rhode Island, no less. All right, 1 to go for all Tibbs. It's sad to think they only get yelled at. Have you met our community, Rat Hole? Have you met our community? They love you. They love you when they do. Man, they don't when they don't. That's standard for us. We are some cantankerous fucks when we're displeased. And frankly, I respect that they said, "Hey, we don't have time to party. We've got some shit to fix." I respect it, but at the same time, I would have respected them even more if they were like, I think, you know what? Here's what I think. I think they're not gonna be totally like presentless. I think they're gonna send a body or two, maybe low key. You know what I mean? Or maybe a body or two is gonna show up on their own dime. You know what I mean? To be like, hey, like, what they probably mean is like, we're not gonna splash out and do a huge showy booth, right? Like, we're gonna put every dime into resourcing, right? And like some amount of money maybe, or there's gonna be some look, something from them there, I predict. It's not gonna be silence. I don't think they'd do that. But I understand not being as flashy as they were last year. But yeah, man, I've been dealing with this sciatic pain right now. Look for the folks with the hat, the dark glasses. No, dude, you gotta. It's the movie. You gotta do the movie thing where it's just the sunglasses and the Boston sweater with the hood up. That's it. Perfect blending every time. You need to blend it somewhere. Get a Boston hoodie and sunglasses and put the hood up. Literally invisible. But it has to say Boston in bright fucking red. It's gotta be bright red. No one will ever notice you. You blend right in. It's too easy. But even right now, see chat, like I'm still, like I'm not totally out of the woods. I'm still kind of fighting it. You know, this chair is much more comfortable, but probably should just stand. Just gonna stand. Oh, I guess that'll go away too, sorry. Hopefully I didn't lose you guys. Where is that? So yeah, that's my current issue is like I can't sit for very long. It's probably because I sit with poor posture. Dealing with some spinal stuff. Yeah, I have 2 bulging discs, L4, L5. It's called Triple D, and not even the fun kind. Not even the good Triple Ds. Hold on, let me fix that. They call it degenerate. Oh my goodness. Ellen DeGeneres disease. EDD. I've got ED. Ellen DeGeneres disease. Exactly, yeah. Degenerative disc disease. L4, L5. And it just pinches the sciatic and the sacroiliac nerves on my right side. It's just constant pinch when I sit for very long. And so the way I did the trip, yeah, man, it's brutal. It's brutal. The only way to get through it is a lot of these. Or like laying on my side, which is why I didn't stream, which is why I wasn't streaming as much, because like I had to take like hydro. Take one right now. So standing, as long as I move, is relatively okay. And now I can sit for like 20 or 30 minutes at a time, right? Or maybe it looks like about 45 minutes, you know, which is a huge improvement, because just even with this chair that before this chair that I use, it was like minutes before I could stand. And then the only way I had made it on the flight was by taking hydro. Oh, and also, where is Oinky? Is Oinky here? Oinky's gonna... I flexed my diamond medallion status to upgrade to first class. What are you gonna do about it, Oinky? Yeah, that's right. That's right. I used my diamond medallion status to upgrade to a lie-down bed, so I didn't need to take any meds on the way back, because I could just lay down through the entire flight. It was great. It was an 11.5-hour flight from Amsterdam straight back to California. It was great. I really enjoyed it. If you know, you know. 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 That's all I'm gonna say about that. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, now you know. Where's Biggie when you need him, right? Good Lord. All right, we got 3 to go. It's been 22, or excuse me, it's been, did I run the clock? It's been 14 minutes. We'll lower the volume and get some vibes out here. We're still over what I would call Northern California, but probably is like Central. Screaming towards Los Angeles out of San Jose. It's my first flight in a long time. So we're in the baby bus. We're in the baby bus. Just give us 2,000. We'll turn the seatbelt sign on. We'll get some vibey music. But yeah, so I've been combating the degenerative disc disease by taking lots of physical therapy, which I'm doing 2 times a week, massage therapy 1 time a week, and then a pain management regimen. And then I'm supposed to be getting an injection to adjust the SI and sciatic pinch. Complete Freedom, what's up, man? Hello. Everybody say what's up, Complete Freedom. Go follow my dude, Complete Freedom, as well. Great instruction, great video. I always say this, especially because you're addressing like a hot topic about like pressure altitudes and shit, density altitudes. Good, on the mend. I'm on the mend. I know you guys can't see me. I'm a little dark. I'm sorry, but I'm on the mend. On the mend again. I can at least sit for periods of a time. Ooh, slow cruise speed. I like it. Here we are at 35,000. I think we're not going to get anything. So we'll go ahead and turn the seatbelt sign off. Seatbelt signs, and we'll release the crew. Ladies and gentlemen, we reach our cruise altitude. We will hit our top of descent in about 10 minutes. Obviously not enough time to get a drink, so if you need to use the bathroom, stretch your legs for a little bit, go ahead and do so now. Otherwise, thank you for choosing Sky Command Airlines. Let's get some views outside, shall we? What's the point? What's the point? If we can't look outside and go ooh and ah at our plane, huh? Shall we? Let's do it. I like it. Whoa. Ah. Oh, goddamn. She's looking a little crispy, I'm not gonna lie. The only way to fly. You know what they say, man. You know what the slogan says. You know. You know the slog. I do like the Shamu look, though. The Shamu look is very, very clean. The Shamu look is very clean for the baby jet. Of course, we got Riz. I don't know. You're flying something that I need the model of. I still say it. As crazy as all this, like, as crazy restrictive as they made the sim, would you not agree that, like, hey, to make something for the game, you have to give us the, like, whatever it is to not have this? Like, if we're flying something in Microsoft Flights, we've got to have at least the box. Is that not unreasonable, especially considering how, like, I don't know, how they're being restricted about the other, like, they don't want us to download the other airline. I don't know, there's just some things that I'm like, I don't know, maybe address some things. Anywho, how's the sim working for you guys? Have you guys been enjoying it? I just realized this is the version without winglets. How disappointing. I've got that real weather injection going. Obviously, we're on USA West servers. That's how I got my guy Riz with me in the Tomcat VF. But yeah, I've been playing some Oh. How do I undo that? How do I reset? I did the thing. Hold on. Reset. There you go. I forgot the key bind for reset camera. It's been a while since I booted up the sim. Let me know if you couldn't tell. But anyway, so I've been playing some video games. I've been doing a lot of PT. I've got some more. I've got another 8 weeks of physical therapy, and then I've got some injections to do to combat some of the degenerative disc disease. Other than that, though, I'm feeling a lot better. I still can't play ITG or my dance game as hard as I want to, and I think also it's a major contributor to to the injuries that I sustained. But I've been playing that a little bit too, so it's just nice to, although I'm getting older, it's nice to still be able to move and be physical. And I'm a little thankful if that's okay to be. And reserved, might I say, you know, like I definitely don't feel as invulnerable anymore, you know. I don't know, I don't feel as like I'm gonna not infallible. I will always be right and you will always be wrong. That's one thing you should just understand in life. What I mean is, like, I don't know, I was always mortally afraid of dying, you know, but like now that I've gone through this, I'm like, oh man, how am I gonna deal when I'm 60 or 70? Like, how am I gonna fight off right now? You know, I'm 30. I'm almost 19 years old. How am I gonna deal with this stuff now? And none of you are allowed to question my age. There, I said it. Let's jump back in. Ooh, a turn. Why did it not look like we were turning just now? A short little turn. We're actually 45 nautical miles till top of descent. Let's brief this Iron Man 2 arrival. Nope, but I think I can drink in Providence though. I think I can drink in Providence. All right, so looks like we need to hit Crowy in between flight level 290 and 260. Muppet in between 27 and 23. M-Dots 2420. Gripper, that was my nickname in high school, between 230 and 190. Biking between flight level 200 and 16,000. Run between 17 and 4. Iron Man between 16 and 12. Simon between 13 and 12. And based at 9,000 or above. And we have a speed restriction at Simon. Oh, excuse me. We have a couple speed restrictions at Muppet. And I guess it's better to just show you here. Squirrely, what up, babe? What up, babe? What up, butt? All right, so Crowy between 29 and 26. We have our first speed restriction, 280 Muppet in between 270 and 230. M-Dots between 240 and 200. Gripper between 230 and 190. Biking between flight level 200 and 16,000. Run between 17 and 14. Iron Man between 16 and 12. And then our second speed restriction at Simon is 250. And we need to be in between 13 and 12. We need to hit based at 9,000 or above at 240. We'll hit the left turn at a radial of 084. Juice in between 9 and 8. Cliffy at in between 8 and 7. Another speed restriction at 210. I think that's our final speed restriction before we turn around. And then Dodger at 6,000 exactly. That's our final sort of arrival altitude at 210. And then Gato is our transition into the ILS. 8 is frequency for arrivals 1 through 3 at 8. We could tune into that if I had say intentions on, but I don't because I'm lazy. What's up, Riz? Or I mean, Chihuahua. All right, so like we don't see it here, but Gad drops us off somewhere like over here-ish, right? So from God, from our point, we're gonna hook a 180 to Livin. And at Livin, we need to be at 6,000. You notice how Gatto and Livin are the same altitude? Ah, Sky, you're so smart. So we'll hook a bish at Livin at 6,000. That puts us at 22 nautical miles away from the airport. Brook at 5, Mercy at 4, and then Kobe at 2,200 feet. That's our intercept altitude. Our final approach course is 251. We'll pop flaps 1 in between Kobe and in between Mercy and Kobe, depending on how fast we're descending. I might pop it and get flaps 1 at Mercy just to make sure we have an abundance of time. In between Kobe and RB, I want to do gear down flaps 2, and then of course by IOOS, I want to be fully configured, or 2 nautical miles, whatever. I want to be fully configured 3 or 2 nautical miles before this strip. ILS frequency is 108.5. Final approach course is 251. Again, our intercept at Kobe is 2,200 feet. Our decision height is 322 feet. I need to actually intercept. We need to start our descent soon, actually. So I'm going to put 6,000 in the box. Start our descent. Seatbelt signs. Flight attendants, prepare the cabin for arrival and landing. Okay, we need to enter our destination data really quick. So we'll grab our information from Phoenix tablet. We'll refresh it. Okay, winds are, our altimeter is 2992. That's nice in LA. Temperature is 19 degrees, quite warm. Winds are 260, 11. And we set our decision height was 322 feet here. So we can put that in the box. Okay, that's all set. We're on our descent into Los Angeles. Gonna put our arrival charts up here as well, so you guys can see what's going on. Can I read you what? What would you like for me to read you, sir? God, the views are magnifico here. Wake turbulence, huh? METAR is 29.902. 29.92. Standard. We also know what we're going to land with, no? .4. How much fuel do we have on right now? So minus 0.6. So we're going to land with 54 even. I like that. That's nice. We'll refresh the METAR. We'll apply the METAR. We'll call this 54. We're going to do manual land. Okay, looks like we just need low brakes. Sick. We can also type in exclamation point. Chihuahua, I see you. Thank you for the love. We can also type in exclamation point METAR and whatever you're trying to get. Los Angeles, KLAX. Ha! Ban that man for lying. We don't tolerate lies here. That trash out of here. Hey, Complete Freedom, are you going to Flight Sim Expo? Gafftastic, are you going to Flight Sim Expo? All the way from wherever you are? I think you're in Z, right? I bet you people are gonna be missing it. You're busy with CFI? Nice. You know what? Can I share a spicy take? Guys. I don't think I'm gonna get my pilot's license like in real life. I don't think it's something I'm gonna go for. I contemplated it at one time. I just, man. You got your commercial cert in April? Nice, dude. Amazing. Congratulations, bro. Huge. I love that. I would love to fly a jet. It's just, I don't know, man. Sorry, sir, you're building a plane yourself? I'm sorry, what? You're building a plane yourself? And you want me to get in it with you? You want me to get into your built by your hands, not a certified person or thing? CF, listen, Charlie Fox, I rock with you, bro. You know I do. Listen, Charlie Fox, you know I fucks with you. You know you're my boy. We go back since Houston at least. That's the craziest fucking idea someone has presented to me this month, let me tell you. Come jump in the plane that I built myself, bro. Oh. No. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. Like, I know you're a brilliant guy. You know? I trust you to be, you know, if I were to be like, hey, who in the crowd is most likely to build a plane that's gonna work that builds it himself, you definitely have got my vote. You know? Like, you're definitely in the conversation. That's entirely separate of like, would you then get in it? No. I would not. No. And here, look, listen, and let me give you some perspective here. Allow me to give you some perspective, okay? We were at Houston, CF. We were at Houston, right? There was, you know, do you remember how like they had those the wartime planes outside that you could literally get in and like not rent, but like they were flying people around like in those wartime planes. You remember that? Bro, that was, I'm sure, built to last as evidence that people could still get in it. Those things were meant for war, okay? Those things were meant to be effectual in a theater of war, not just flying. And they've made it to today for us to take some joyrides in them. I'm still not getting in them. No, what? What? No. For it to finally, old Sally from World War II, she finally quit out on us on the ride that Sky Command took. Hell yeah. We're talking about how much fucking no way would I ever get in those wartime planes. You know? God forbid I'm on the 1000th and 10th flight that old Sally wartime plane finally sputtered out. Fuck no. I'm not gonna be the one. Hell no. And then someone's gonna be like, hey, let me come get in my hobby aircraft that I built myself without those same rigors. No. I love you, CF. Charlie Fox, I love you, my guy. I'd chop it up with you in a PJ. I'd chop it up. I'd fly with you. I'd probably fly with you in a theater of war. If they're like, hey, it's down to Sky and Complete to hold it down on the home front, jump in a warplane. I'm like, yeah, probably me and you, but factual. I'm talking about factual. Drop bars on them, factual. Made like a couple decades after airplanes were invented. Talk about Sky, get in it. Shit. Not me. Shit. I wouldn't. I must be 3 because I am not the 2 or the 1. Woo! I'm telling you. Seems like Whiskey Papa Sierra. If I've ever heard. Facts, you better tell somebody. you better tell somebody. Shit, not gonna catch me in one of those. I'm barely comfortable sitting in one of these. It's state of the art planes. Peak machinery, peak technology, and I'm like, I don't know, bro. They're still falling out of the sky, you know? But no, I was saying that, like, I probably am not gonna get my CPL or my PPL. Like, here's the thing: if I were to fly in real life, I would want to get past piston engines as fast as possible. God, that's a freaking limerick. Cause like the single piston engine is very much not a vibe for me. Is very much not a vibe. Like, I get it, Cessna, the most popular airplane. I don't know, bro. It doesn't give me good juju. I like redundancies. Here's the redundancy. That's engine number 1. That's engine number 2. This whole plane can operate on one of those. You know, right. So the thing is, if I would need to get a PPL, I would need to zoom past that, immediately get my IFR, because the clouds would freak me out. I wouldn't want to fly in anything but perfect weather. And obviously I would want to fly through a bunch of crazy weather, right? That means in order to be certified to fly through crazy weather, I got to fly through crazy weather in a piston engine. I can't do it in a 1-2 reliable jet. Woo! Y'all keep on keeping on. Squirrely, you gonna end up on a fucking t-shirt. You gonna go viral after you die. You gonna be on a t-shirt. You gonna be on a t-shirt. Me and the missus gonna be chopping it up like, oh, Squirrely and we were. I remember he was like, the plane was built with quality. I'm just playing. Listen, I was just playing. Oh, what a mate. What up, mate? We're just descending down this Iron Man 2 right now. But it'll get real once we get below 10. We just got below 18, so altimeters are set right now. Ooh, is it still B? Ooh, what's the... I figured it out. But here's the thing. Here's the 2 final straws that I was like, I'm probably not gonna fly. I mean, that's real too, Squirrely. We'll talk about that in a moment. Here's the two seaters, or here's the 2 for the 1-2 punch that was like, let me sit my black ass down and maybe not fly for real. The first one was, I was like, well, I would want to fly something that has 2 engines, right? Bah, right? Like, I would want to learn how to fly something that has 2 engines. But peep this. There's even just recently as this year or maybe last year, wasn't there that jet with 2 good engines? They took off and they tried to do some fancy shit, pull the power back or tried to turn the engines off and turn them back on and couldn't turn them back on or something crazy. They had 2 good engines, still fell out the sky and died. Bro, 2 good engines. Should look up it was like some Citation jet last year, 2 good engines. They're like taking off or like they were landing and like they accidentally turned off, they accidentally booped off the engines and they couldn't get them started or something. I remember that. It was like the engines were working, but they just accidentally they turned the engine off by mistake. And they couldn't get them started in time to land. And then here's the kicker for me. I was like, all right, that's kind of, you know, that's not great. That's not great, but accidents do happen, you know? That's not great. That doesn't give me joy, but I can get over that. But here's the kicker for me. I read in the news, factual, I talked to you about this a while ago. The vice president of safety for the AOPA the vice president of safety of the AOPA. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. The vice, I'm gonna say it again. Hold on, let me mute everything. The vice president of safety for the AOPA died in a fucking plane crash. If he can't figure out how to make a plane safe, what business do I? I'm just humble. What business do I have in a fucking cockpit? No, thank you. Whew. Whew. Hey, but listen, I don't see insurance adjusters getting killed in car accidents. I don't know, man. I don't know. That seems like an unnecessary risk, in my opinion. You know, I'm all set. I'm all set. I'd rather keep it to the sim. I think cars are safer than planes, probably. As I think compared to the civil aviation, what's more dangerous? I gotta see it. Like literally, I feel safer in a car. If you're like, hey, what's more likely to kill you, a car or like a plane or some shit? My money's on the plane. My money's on the plane. Let me see which one's more dangerous. Hold on, I got 1,000 figured out. Or Texas, to that matter.
We have begun our final descent into Los Angeles. Flight attendants will be passengers in cabin to select any track one final time. Please ensure sleep tables are stowed.
You're telling me civil, and I'm not talking about commercial aviation. I'm talking about civil aviation. Civil aviation. Civil, not commercial. You guys are lumping in commercial aviation. Commercial aviation is very safe. Civil aviation, line it up. I need to line it up. Line it up. I need you to line it up for me. Line it up. Civil aviation versus civil driving. Which one is more dangerous? No, don't lump it. No. You guys are quoting the aviation. You guys are lumping in civil or lumping in commercial aviation, which is retardedly safe. Show me the link. I just want to do my own research. Let's see. Ooh. 1.029 versus 1.34. That's still really close. Oh wait, 1 per 100,000 versus. Wait, am I reading that? Hold on. I need to read that again. Hold on. 1.9 per 100,000 flight hours. 1.34 per 100 million. Wait, you. Okay. You just have it typed. Yeah. You had it typed weird. So it's 1 for GA versus 7.3. Okay. All right. GA is safer. Well, also, so, and Texas as well. Oh shit, we're below 10. Sorry, I gotta lock in. Give me a second, chat. Make sure my lights are on because I didn't turn them off above 10. We're good here. I'll be with you guys in a second. Let me just get the speed under control. Okay, we're good. We're just... I think I'm gonna stow the speed brake. I like that speed for now. I just... It feels needlessly dangerous. Why does it feel more dangerous? Why does it feel more dangerous in a car? I can still literally fly a plane with no engines. Story time. My dad, who is a pilot, when he was getting his pilot's license, he said one of his first trips out, his PI said, okay, or his CFI said, what's your fear? Like, what's your worst fear? It's like, dude, I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do if we turn off the engines. My man, you already know where I'm going with this, right? I can see all of you guys right now yanking the thing out right now. He said, while they were on cruise, you got no power. He yanked that throttle out so quick. He said, now you got no power, senior. What are you gonna do, Sky Command Senior? And so my dad, what he said he freaked out for a long while until he realized nothing much else was happening. That was a very funny moment. He said, I was freaking out. I was like, oh shit, like we're gonna die. And then like after a couple minutes, I realized that the only thing that was really happening in the plane was just me freaking out. and my CFI going like, you finished? Well, damn near. He was like, ugh. And that's when you learn about the glide ratio. Yeah. And so they started, and he was like, all right, so we don't have any power. And like, all right, so let's think about it. He's like, all right, we need to land somewhere, right? Like, you know, where, let's look around. Do we see? And he started working through the procedure and like started working through those processes and gave my dad the confidence to continue flying. That's what my dad said, like, that's when he decided to stick with it. Yeah, exactly. He's like, yeah, you've got, you know, it's not like straight into the ground. And that wasn't a Cessna, right? Cessnas are what, 11 to 1, 12 to 1? What are Airbuses? 40 to 1, something like obscene, you know what I mean? Like if you're at cruise and the engines go out, you've got so much time, you know? You've got so much time. Like these things are super, super slick through the air, you know? So you know, luckily, you know, you fall through the sky. But again, there are certain situations, you know, that happen, like the dual engine failure that happened to Air India, you know. It's Pinnacle technology and something still went wrong. And whether it's human error or machine error, it's something that still gives me so much pause. Call it irrational, but I'm like, man, you know, I'd rather just risk it. Rather take a train or a bus or some shit. I don't know. That just, it doesn't, it gives me enough pause to be like, I don't think I want to try it. I don't think I want to risk it. I don't think I want to risk getting my pilot's license and tempting fate like that. And now, call it irrational fear, but complete freedom, you can understand why I'm not gonna get in your handmade, someone fucking mailed you parts plane. Oh man, I'm gonna have to stop streaming to Kick. I'm only getting like bot followers on Kick. That sucks. Exactly. If something goes wrong for Flight Sim, I hit pause, I reboot. But if something goes wrong up there, oh man. Woo! Goodness gracious me. No, thank you. That's wild, Mabel. Why do you know that? Game recognizes game, bro. You're under arrest. I'm calling the cops. People drive without a license all the time. Why not fly? Yo, people are flying without licenses. What are we talking about? That's real rural. All right, I'm gonna pop the heading and give myself a nice intercept, then this, and then give myself a direct. I'm looking at this here. Like, I just didn't want to. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do this. Whatever is going on. I don't support that. So we'll give ourselves some heading here. All the band streamers went there? Ah, we're not so bad. A PBL in Ireland costs $12.5. That's about the same in the United States for a good one. Yeah, you're spending about 18 grand US. You can get it for maybe 10 US if you're doing it on the cheap. If you can maybe get it 10 to 12, but I would probably budget 18. If you want to spend like a bunch of hours. Well, then again, if I budgeted it wanting to do the SR22, I think I was definitely eating some luxury tax. Depends if you're a shit pilot or not. That's what I mean, bro. Like, see, I mean, I already know I'd be a fire pilot, but all right, let's go direct living. Boop. Yeah, I was doing that. I think I was budgeting SR20. It's gorgeous. Look at this outside. I'm 2-4 right, so. Dude, I love the Cirrus. I think it's just I'm a glass cockpit boy. You know, just gonna sim it up, you know? I'm just gonna play it safe. I'll take my risk elsewhere. I want to risk. I want to risk myself elsewhere. Steam is low-key better. You like your six-pack? You like doing this for your IFR skin? POV on Maple Aviation doing my six-pack scan. Flying IFR. Ah, the good old days. Meanwhile, in the Cirrus, here's my six-pack case. If you're picking up a G7, I mean, yeah, now we're talking. You know what I mean? All right, let me lock the fuck in because we're below 10. I mean, truthfully, we've been hovering at 6 for a little bit, so we just got plenty of time landing in the lake. Look at all that spam on Kick, chat. So funny. Okay. Oh. Now we're a little high. Finally put in our approach or our altitude intercept. We're a little high, but it's fine. So just like I said, at Mercy, in between Mercy and Kobe, I might want to pull out the flaps in case I was high or fast. So here it is. I mean, I just ultimately as a pilot, you have to make a decision on what's safe or not, you know? And like in this case, I'm down for abstinence. Landing systems on. We'll arm the approach here. AP2 is engaged. And we are a little high, so I'm gonna get flaps 1 out. Flox, my guy. It's been a while. We're a little high here. Let's see if we can catch it. I mean, I'm visual at the airport. I can take it visual if I need to, but... What's up, Lumi? Kick all the spam out of there, man. All I'm getting is spam. We're a little high, but I'm visual. Viper Strike. Nice to see you, bud. It has been a while. Thank you for tapping in. Appreciate all the OGs checking in. Appreciate you. We're all right. We're doing okay. Push the nose down till you intercept. I like it. It's okay. I do have the speed brakes out because I want speed control. Here's gear down, flaps 2. Missed approach is 2000, which is now set. Flaps 3. Exclamation point predict. You guys want to see me put it down? Do you predict butter for the first landing in a long time? Standing by for flaps full. All of our lights are on. Seatbelts are checked. We will ping the cabin, let them know that we are ready. $5,000. You predict the slammer? Lumi, nice. I would expect anything less from you. All right. That's full flaps. We are just about to ready. There is the new stadium. Just below right there. And there are my frame drops. SoFi Stadium. Sick. All right, let's butcher this landing, shall we? Ugh. She's mine now. Raiders are still LA's team. How old are you?
Approaching 24 right.
The frame drops are real. Dude, I don't flare. I personally think flaring is a waste of company resources. I personally think flaring is a waste of company resources. If you don't slam it down, then you're not really a company man, in my opinion.
100 above.
Continue.
Minima.
Landing.
Glide slope.
You're a glide slope.
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 40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard.
Decel. Manual braking. Flaps.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Los Angeles. The local time is 6:08 p.m.
APU master switch 11000 to 1000 3.
You can now use your mobile
There we
device.
go. Here comes the
Please
bleed.
remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt
Taxi.
sign is turned off.
Turn off the
Remember to use
lights.
caution when opening
Wings.
the overhead bins, as items may have been shifted during the flight.
Approaching
And
0.
we'll just assume that no one
6,
else is landing
right.
or taking off on 24 left. I gotta see what that actually was. That was quite nice, if I do say so myself. Squirrely built your PC? Dude, that's so sick. All right, welcome into Los Angeles. Local time is 6:09 p.m. Just wanted to get to my gate faster, that's all. That's sick. Isn't it something? I have some wonderful artists making games for me, or making liveries for me. That's why we had to come back. Come for the flights, stay for the vibes, I used to say. Can you believe it's almost been 5 years? Or I think it's been more than 5 years, right? Almost 6. Yeah. It's been a while. She had to get to her gate faster. Boo! Boo this man. Alright, I gotta see what it actually was, though. What was it? I didn't have any of my, I didn't have any of my usual measurements. Shoot. Because usually I usually fly for airliners. Cleaning up the cockpit here. Ooh. Parker brakes on. Seatbelts.
The boarding requested.
How do I do deboarding? Okay, we got ground power. APU can come off. Fuel off. All right, that'll do it for us. Here we are, baby. Nice little buttery flight. You need a cruise? What do you mean by that? I'm not gonna lie to you, my landing feet per minute says, it actually says 0. Everything that I'm looking at right now, it actually says 0 feet per minute. And because I'm looking at the logbook and it has like not 0 feet per minute. Like if I've slammed it down or I had 130 feet per minute, it says 0. Yeah, minus 70, minus 46, minus 133, minus 74. Says 0 feet per minute. That's kind of nutty. That's kind of nutty. Who predicted 0? Oh shoot, I forgot to turn the cabin lights on. There we go. Alright, hype me up. Play something sick. You predicted 69 and it gave you the win? W. We call that W. Yeah, 0 feet per minute. It literally says 0 feet per minute. I don't know how I land 0 feet per minute. Because especially, I've got a 70 and 46, a 74, 133 on my logbook. 207, ooh, 90, 56, 47, 25, 46, 45. Yeah, I don't know how I got a 0 feet per minute. It was just that buttery. It's kind of cool. Feels good to butter it like that. All right, the sim works. Wow, the people on this plane are rude. Oh, I agree. Rude AF. Now, where's my phone though? Where'd you guys put my phone? Getting back to it though, Squirrely, I still wouldn't get in that plane. Sweet. Internet is awesome. Red! It's gonna be my creepy stalker who's not gonna say anything. He's just gonna play Chocolate Run. You're not even gonna let me hug you? Not even gonna let me smell it? I can't even, not even a little bit, bro? Just gonna have to be stalked, huh? As someone who's been in World War II warbirds, you would 100% buy one and fly one daily? Hell no, bro. I love my chocolate daddy. You can't call her that, bro. I'm not sure your girl's okay with being called chocolate daddy. I mean, but then again, it's gonna be the guy with overly hairy chest hair hiding in a fucking bush, in a on a trade show floor. I'm pretty sure he'd be easy to spot. Just hair emanating from your chest, like an Armenian drug dealer. Damn, I feel called out. No, you're baby bald smooth. I checked, Lumi. You don't count. As bald as a baby's hair. I've confirmed. Are you sure you guys missed this type of content? Is this the content you missed? Gucci. Are you sure? I don't know. Oh my god, just a flight in perversions. Yeah, perverts. All of you guys exercising your fetish on me. I mean, don't stop. I'm just calling it out. Shout out to the artist who banged this one out. Look at this. We love our hoochie daddy. Who said hoochie command in the chat? It's crazy work. Whoa, MD90? That's kind of fun. Little pencil. I like my plane. She's cute. Anubis put his whole foot in this thing, man. By the way, I get my stuff exclusively designed by Anubis. Look at all the emotes. It's so cute. I think I have other accents in the, yeah. Okay, read the board. Man? She was making weird eye contact with me just now. The Delta flight attendants are always banging. Not gonna lie. Always 10 out of 10. Oh, hey. Look at that. Yeah. It's a nice little touch. Oh my god. Stop. If your plane is orbiting the moon, do not. Orbiting the Earth? Yes. Please, do not rage. Don't even think about it. If you're about to do something unsafe, don't. Try to remain alive and uninjured. Oh, this is so good. Like, look at the touches on this. This is so good, Anubis. I forgot how amazing these were, man. So good. Oh. I miss the sim. Don't you miss it, Chad? Don't you miss it? All right. The little details like that. I think you can get this livery on my Discord. Join my Discord if you're into that sort of thing. We're gonna call it that today. Just a short little flight. Having to get back into things. You'll forgive me for the short ones. We can hang out and see who's new in the community. Anyone interesting? Anybody new in the community? Who are you guys watching? Anybody interesting? Don't freak out when you see me. I've put on the thickness. You got even bigger, Squirrely? You eating too good, bro? And you didn't invite me? What? How rude of us. You didn't invite me. That's rude AF. Oh, I can find out what my actual landing was. Hold on. No. End flight. Oh. That wasn't a... Really? My actual landing right was 232 feet. That didn't feel like 232 feet. I don't know. Somebody's lying. That didn't feel like 235 feet. Somebody's lying somewhere. Too much macaroni? Ooh, Chat, what are we gonna eat in Providence, Rhode Island? If you're going to Flight Sim Expo, what are we gonna eat? I still haven't found one exciting thing about Flight Sim. I mean, not Flight Sim Expo, about Providence, Rhode Island. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. Let's see, what is fun to do in Providence, Rhode Island as a young adult? Yeah. Fish taco diet is insane work, sir. Cannot mess up nachos. There has to be nachos somewhere in Providence. Interesting that you went to Nachos, Flux. A ghost tour. Wait, hold on. Now that sounds. Hold on. Now that sounds a little fun. I think we're doing. I think we're gonna do the comedy tour, and then we're doing the X-Rave. Squirrely, right? X-Rave, right? I think that's what it's called. Santa Claus is gonna be there. Oh yeah, and you guys are fucking doing the karaoke. Speaking of that, can we shout out all these bunch? Shout out Flock, shout out Slana, shout out Squirrely. You guys are doing the the karaoke thing though. I'm not doing that. The ghost tour isn't one of the add-ons, just something in Providence. Ooh. How did you find that out? Do you have contacts? If anyone knows where to get ecstasy in Providence, Rhode Island for X-Rave, that is a very serious request. By the way, exclamation point disclaimer, my thoughts are my own, and please don't sue me or anyone. If one knows where to get X, slide in my DMs. Or if you know, if you're trying to ride the rails no ski. Factual, you looked it up. You just said you looked it up, and I'm gonna take it out of my recent request that you Googled where to find ecstasy. Where to find ecstasy in Providence. Stuffed clams are a Providence. Get out of here with that shit. What are you talking about, stuffed clams? Stuffed clams is my nickname in high school. First. I can't believe I didn't think about that. All right, let's see. I want to see who's out here in the community. Let's see if we can give them a raid. Oh, I appreciate you guys. We're on the second row. Love you guys. We still got it. We still got it over here on Flight Sim. Let's see. Someone's got to have a face cam. Someone's got to be speaking English. Let's see. Jack of Hearts. Whoa, the viewer drop off gets crazy. Wait, they have a huge LGBTQ community? That's actually valuable advice, Squirrely. They'll definitely have some. Person's AFK. Oh, it wasn't logged in. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, Digidriver is live. Let me see. Yep. Oh, Boozy is killing it right now. Oh my god. We got B-Dubs is starting up. Here we go. Let's go. Let's send it over to B Sheep. We gotta pay. He's killing it over there. Let's send it over to B Sheep. My man is absolutely killing it over there. All right, if you haven't heard of me by now, my name is Sky Command. Hello, hi, nice to meet you. How you doing? We'll be back on Wednesday before Microsoft Flight Sim Expo over the weekend. Make sure you hug your nearest Flight Sim participant. I love you guys. Have a good evening. We out of here. I'm still not getting my PPL. I'm still not. And complete free. I love you. Listen, I'm still not getting that fucking contraption, dude. I love you. I do. I love you from the bottom and the most inappropriate parts of my hive. I'm still not getting that shit. All right. I love you. Peace out.